Hello, I'm Tay, and today we are going to be reading a story on AO3. Mind and Grew? Okay. We're gonna read this. Let's see. Grew X Megamind. Okay. Okay. I never would have thought I came across something like this, but hey, let's read it. Gru let out a heavy sigh as he closed the door to his daughter's bedroom after saying goodnight. It was hard to be a single father of three girls, along with looking out for the minions all the time. He slowly made his way to his office to finish off some filing for his last villainous escapades. Who knew being evil involved so much paperwork? His computer screen was the only source of light in his personal office and added to the strain on his eyes. As he typed away, honestly, being a villain was starting to lose its appeal now that he had better things to look forward to in life while being a father. Gru had spent countless nights in his chair contemplating changing his whole life around for his girls. All right, no more screwing around, he mumbled to himself and opened the search engine. Hesitantly, he typed group counseling and tried to find something suited to him to help retire his evil-focused lifestyle. After a bit of searching, he signed up for a group and met weekly for retired villains and or general evildoers. The next morning, he told his girls the exciting news that he was retiring to begin a better lifestyle for them. Margot, of course, was the most understanding of how big of a deal this was. The others just wondering if the minions would still live with him. Of course they would, he reassured. Within a few days, it was time for Gru's first meeting. Originally, they thought it might be better to wear something different that was way less villainy. But he settled on his usual wardrobe: black jacket, striped gray scarf. Okay, so it's very interesting that he's deciding to quit crime. It's like a part of his character, is it not? To be like villainous, be evil. It's a different take on it. Within a few days, it was time for Gru's first meeting. Originally, he thought it might be better to wear something different that was less villainy, but he settled on his usual wardrobe: black jacket, striped gray scarf. The group counseling was held in a small community hall in the town over. The room wasn't too impressive, and the only had a table with some refreshments and small circle fold-out chairs. There were a few people sitting already, and some by the table. They all definitely looked like former villains with their dark, dramatic attire. Gru took a deep breath, smoothed down his jacket, and went to the refreshments table. Hi, the kind-looking lady greeted him with a wide smile. You must be one of the new sign-ups. Take one of the stickers and write your preferred name. Then feel free to grab a drink and sit in the circle. Gru nodded and did what he was told, sticking the name tag on and walking over to the water dispenser. He waited behind someone in a dramatic cape, with a studded collar that circled his large blue head. His name tag was Megamind. Of course, he has to be studded to the nines, guys. It's Megamind we're talking about here. Stupid machine, Megamind complained, smacking the top of the water container as he struggled to work out how the dispenser worked. Would you like some help? Gru asked for a moment, knowing the former villains would probably take offense to an offer like that. Instead, the blue man sighed and nodded. I believe it is best to leave this to a human who knows what they're doing. Gru then filled up a cup of water for Megamind and then himself, handing it to him. I'm Gru. This is my first meeting. Megamind, the other man said with a charming smile. Nice to meet you. This is only my third, so I'm still getting used to it, but please ask me if you need any help with anything. Gru nodded and finally had a chance to properly take in Megamind. He was quite attractive for an alien. Yo, he's gotta be like the least attractive alien. Hold on. Let me look up some aliens for you guys. These are attractive aliens. Look this. Hold on. Wait for it to load. Slow internet, please. Oh, damn it! I didn't want to go on a wiki. Hold on. Damn. Listen. Just pretend that it's zoomed in, okay? Pretend that it's zoomed in. This man right here, Garrus Fine. Okay, here. Let me give you another one, right? We're not gonna look up fan art, nope, because I know that they're gonna get crazy with it. But look. Baddie, look at her. These are attractive aliens. Here. Let me find another one for you. This was the most attractive character in Mass Effect Andromeda. Everybody was fucking ugly in that shit. His goth outfit complementing his blue skin and eyeliner, they walked towards the chairs, and Gru noted the confidence the alien walked with. Everyone here seems alright so far, Megamind said, making simple small talk, considering we're all retired villains. Gru glanced around the small circle. I guess, what about you? What's your story? Megamind winked at Gru. That's for me to know, and you to find out. Gru hadn't felt attracted to someone for a while, and was easily flustered by the other's actions. He did his best to calm down and focus as the kind lady from before stood in the center of the circle and began the meeting. Everyone stood up to briefly introduce themselves and summarize their progress so far in becoming better people. And it was Gru's turn, finally. He cleared his throat and stood up, following the same format as the others before him. Hello, I'm Gru. This is my first meeting, so I don't really have much to say for any progress yet. But I can say that I want to become a better person for my daughters. Thank you so much, Gru. That's wonderful. I hope we can all support you in your journey, the lady said. Now, Megamind stood up, placed his hand on his hip as he talked. Hi again, everyone. I'm Megamind, and so far I have started rebuilding a park I accidentally crushed in an accident. And as most of you know, I'm doing this because my wife, the beautiful Roxanne, asked me to. Yo, is he gonna cheat on his wife? Finding out Megamind was already married and to a woman was a bit of a shock to Gru. The man didn't seem to swing that way. The progress reports continued until everyone had a turn, and the lady explained this week's task. She explained that everyone would pair up and try to find something nice and complimentary to say about someone in their personal lives. Let's be partners, Megamind said, turning his chair to face Gru. Fine, Rudderman replied, trying to seem unimpressed rather than nervous. I'll go first, Megamind said, and it was clear he often liked to take charge of any situation he was in. I will compliment Minion. Minion is a good partner in crime. Although, I guess we don't... Although, I guess we won't be doing that anymore. And he always keeps the lair clean. Your turn. I suppose I'll compliment my minions, Gru replied. They are... This is harder than I thought. I'll help you then. Tell me about your minions. Are there multiple? Oh, hundreds, Gru said with a nonchalant shrug of his shoulders. They can build anything I ask them. They sound loyal, Megamind said, smiling softly as Gru talked. Yes, they are. Oh, I know. I like how they get along with my girls. Your girls? Tell me about them, Megamind asked, and Gru blushed. No one besides other mothers would ask about his daughters, let alone a formal criminal at a group counseling session. Oh well. Gru got his wallet out and showed a picture to Megamind. This is Margot, the oldest, then Edith, she's a troublemaker, and little Agnes, another troublemaker. I adopted them nearly 2 years ago, for nefarious reasons originally, but I'm ashamed to talk about that. That's so sweet, Megamind said with a soft expression. You must love them very much. Roxanne doesn't want kids. I can't understand why. I'd love to be a father. It must be so rewarding. Gru was lost in Megamind's eyes. Yeah, and his eyes, all right. Yep. Before the group's attention was brought back to the center of the circle, the rest of the session was mostly just tips and tricks and how to be a good person in everyday life. For example, everyone helping to clean up and put away the chairs once the session has finished. Megamind stood and watched everyone else do the cleanup, making up some excuses about a sore wrist or elbow. He watched as Gru helped another group member put the chairs away in a corner. His eyes followed the taller man's figure across the hall, drawn in by his broad shoulders. He had looked at other men before. Done more than look, but something about Gru was different. He was, well, Megamind didn't know yet, but he was determined to find out. Gru, Megamind called out to the newest addition to the group, once everyone was headed out. I was wondering what you thought of the first session. Oh, Gru was caught off guard by the short blue man. It seems like it will be beneficial. You know, you really don't seem like you need all this, Megamind commented as they walked to the car park. You're good, at least a little bit. Well, my wife's here. See you next week. Blue man got into his car, where a short-haired woman was sitting in the driver's seat. Gru waved at him, but Megamind was too busy being scolded by Roxanne. On his drive home, Gru's thoughts circled around Megamind. The short man was interesting, if not a bit standoffish. Hello, Megamind greeted Gru as they walked up to the hall where their group counseling was held. Ah, hi, Gru said. They continued the chat as they got their name tags, refreshments, and sat down in a circle. Gru mostly listened as Megamind talked, but he didn't mind. Megamind had some interesting stories, after all. All right, everyone. Thanks again for coming this week. The lady runs. The session began. Now, I know we usually start with introductions and a snapshot of your progress, but this week I'd like to do something different. Art. There was a mixed reaction from the crowd. Mostly confusion. Haha. I know it's a bit different, but as you progress into being good people, you may find you need new ways to express emotions, both good and bad. So we're going to explore art as an option for this, she explained. Now everyone pair up and collect some supplies I've laid out on the table there. Shall we pair up again? Megamind asked his tall friend. Sure, Gru was nervous. He didn't really do much art unless you counted designing evil contraptions as art. I would. They're quite elaborate evil contraptions, so yes, you're very artistic, Gru. They both got some pencils and paper and a clipboard, each to rest the paper on. All right, for our first activity, I'd like everyone to draw their partners. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be a reflection of how you see them. Megamind seemed excited by this, looking up at Gru intensely as he drew him. Gru blushed slightly at the moment. Gru blushed slightly at the moment of attention he was receiving from the blue man, and started on his own artwork, and struggled a bit to get the proportions of his alien friend correct. I mean, all you gotta do is draw a light bulb. That's literally the shape of his head. Just draw a light bulb, Gru. You got it, man. But managed to get there in the end. As he began working on Megamind's eyes, he looked up, and they made eye contact. Both their pencils stopped, and Gru could have sworn there was a pink tinge to Megamind's cheeks for a second. Almost done? Megamind asked after the awkward silence. Just your eyes left, Gru mumbled and quickly got back to work. Another 5 minutes and they were finished. As they were instructed, they handed each other their paper. Gru looked down at an almost perfect portrait of himself, shocked at all the skill and emotion shown through the art. This is amazing, he said. Ah, well. Megamind shrugged his shoulders. I had an amazing model. I like yours too. You drew my eyes well. The rest of the session flew by, various arts and crafts activities being done. They were encouraged to make something for someone in their lives as a gift. So Gru made some origami animals for his daughters. Though they were a bit wonky, Megamind made a pet rock for Minion. Gru. Megamind called out in the parking lot just as Gru was heading to his vehicle. Would you join me for lunch? There's a wonderful cafe around the corner. Oh, sure, Gru said, unable to say no to a new friend. Doing this best to be hospitable and not scare him away. They walked and talked, coming across a mostly empty cafe. They lined up at the counter where a green ogre stood with a bored expression. The server, Shrek! Shrek! We got Shrek in here. Let's go! They walked and talked, coming across a mostly empty cafe. They lined up at the corner where a green ogre stood with a bored expression. The server, Shrek, as his name tag read, seemed to give Gru some sort of knowing look. Like he could see his yearning for his shorter friend. So why did you want to come here? Gru asked. Truthfully, I'm avoiding going home. Roxanne is increasingly difficult lately. Megamind sighed and sipped on his drink. Marriage trouble? I guess. It's just lately I've been thinking she wants a completely different future for us than I do, he complained. But she leaves no room for compromise. I've had to give away most of my wardrobe because she wants to be more professional and so many other things. You should see the lair. It's atrocious. That must be terrible, Gru said and placed his hand on Megamind's across the table. Okay. Alright. The little hand tap. Giving him a sympathetic look. I can't imagine having to give up my lifestyle for something like that. Megamind smiled. I think you're the first person to actually listen, instead of telling me to be a man. Or that's what marriage is all about. And she won't even talk to me anymore whenever I bring up the kids. It's not like I'm expecting her to get pregnant either. Who knows if we can, but I'd like her to just talk to me. Gru squeezed his new friend's hand reassuringly and smiled at him. Oh, listen to me. Complaining away. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I read that right. Sorry. Megamind said with an awkward laugh. You're just so easy to talk to. Sorry. Please don't be sorry. I don't mind listening to you. See what the author did there? See what they did there? Megamind? I don't mind talking to you. Okay, alright. Moving on. Gru said, then had an idea. Actually, would you like to come over to mine? If you've got the time, I'd like to introduce you to my daughters. Megamind's eyes lit up. Oh, really? They walked back to Gru's vehicle, which Megamind complimented and headed to his house. He had a message Margot beforehand to inform her he was bringing a friend over, just as Megamind had messaged Roxanne that he's visiting a friend for a while. They pulled into Gru's driveway. Gru looked over at Megamind. My kids can be a bit overbearing. I think I can handle it, Megamind said with his confident smile as they walked through the front door. Gru opened the door. Girls, I'm home. Welcome home, Margot greeted as the younger child ran up and hugged Gru's legs. Girls, this is Megamind. Gru introduced his blue friend and Agnes looked up at Megamind with awe. This is Agnes. That's Margot. And then Edith. Dude, Edith said, and grew worried that she was going to say something offensive. Your outfit is sick. Haha, thank you, Megamind said with a genuine smile. They moved to the kitchen, where Gru started preparing some snacks for people. Some snacks for everyone. There wasn't any need to worry. The girls were mostly behaved, but any misbehavior was encouraged by Megamind. They were in the middle of Agnes and Edith doing Megamind's makeup. Then Gru placed snacks on the table. What do you think? Agnes asked excitedly. Oh, Gru looked at his friend who had messily applied lipstick along with eyeshadow around his eyes that almost looked like bruises. I think I look stunning, Megamind said as Edith held a mirror up for him. Gru's chest warmed as he watched the scene before him. To see someone else getting along with his family was so special, and his heart fluttered. The evening continued until bedtime, where Agnes begged for Megamind to read them a bedtime story. Megamind, to Gru's surprise, was quite enthusiastic about everything as they said their final good nights and closed the door. Gru sighed in content. You would be a good father, Gru said, knowing how much that he would mean to... Oh, whoops. Let me read that. Knowing how much that would mean to his short friend. Megamind smiled. Thank you. Jeez, look how late I've stayed. Don't worry, I don't mind, Gru said as they walked into the lounge room. It's nice to have another adult around. They sat together on Gru's gothic lounge, which Megamind complimented, of course. He turned on the TV and they watched some shows together, talking about their pasts. Gru told him about the girls, the life they had before him. Megamind was so understanding of Gru's life's decisions, just as Gru was with his. Megamind slowly moved closer to his new friend until they were sitting thigh to thigh, shoulder to shoulder. Gru was nervous. He knew Megamind was a married man, but still felt something for him. He didn't know what that something was, but he knew it wasn't right. Gru, are you all right? Megamind asked, placing a manicured hand on Gru's thigh. Gru looked at the blue hand and then into Megamind's eyes. There was untapped passion behind those eyes, desperate to get out and take control of the short man. Gru could see it and knew he could release it. But was it the good thing to do? Megamind eye, and then Roxanne. Oh, whoops. Well, that's in the second line. Okay. And then the phone rang. Megamind's phone. The passion that was on the edge spilling out before them and hid itself away again as he answered the phone to Roxanne. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw Roxanne a little earlier. How much of this story do I have to read? Okay. All right. We're gonna where did I leave off at? Whoa, hold on. Okay. So, I've been here reading long enough. This is something a little different. I wanted to, I don't know, sorry, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to do something a little different. Let me know what you guys thought about it. The volume might sound a little different. I brought my mic out to do a proper recording. I do like talking about inspirational stuff a lot, and I also like being goofy. So this is one of the slightly goofy instances, reading these really unhinged fan fictions. It's been so long since I've read fan fiction. But this was really fun, and I hope you guys liked it. If you're still watching, thank you for staying tuned. Make sure to leave a comment. Give me some suggestions of what you would want me to talk about or maybe read up next for fan fiction or uh, more inspirational life advice stuff, just let me know. Or any idea that's like different from that, just let me know in the comments below. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out all my other socials on Linktree. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye. What I'm doing, I'm just kind of browsing, so join me as I browse. I'm on Reddit today. Yeah. I saw this video of this little alligator. Look at it. It looks so cute. Even though, it'll gnaw your head off.